What's good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another video for you guys today. I'll be talking about my top 5 strike supers in Xenoverse 2. Now, the reasons I'm doing this video is, one, a lot of you were requesting it on the top 5 key super video, and I did this video in the past. I did a top 5 strike super video about 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. It's just obviously now with a bunch of new skills coming out and skills being patched, my list has changed, of course. So I definitely want to come with this video for you guys today. But before we get this video started, guys, I just want to say again, I know I've been saying it recently on the videos that I've been uploading, but please continue to pray for those that have been affected by these hurricanes, guys. These hurricanes were no joke. Hurricane Harvey and Irma left a lot of people with flooding issues, a lot of people with damage issues. Like, people are still being affected by Harvey in Texas. So guys, again, please pray for those people who are in need. They really need it right now, and the least that we could do for them, like I said again, is pray and send our best wishes their way. So I just wanted to mention that real quick before we get this video started. But now, let's get into my personal top 5 strike supers in Xenoverse 2. Alright, let's get into this list, guys. And again, before we start, just like the top 5 key supers in Xenoverse 2 video I did, this one is going to be the exact same way. I'm not going to put any kind of cheat moves in here because these are moves that not only I feel are very good moves, but also are my personal favorites. And I don't use any kind of cheat moves, so you won't see a move like Aura Slide or Super Godfist or anything like that in this top 5 list. So just keep that in mind when you listen to what I'm like, the moves I'm about to mention. So now at number 5, guys, this was a tough one. I have a tie between Kaioken Assault and Divine Retribution. Now let's talk about both of these moves individually first. Kaioken Assault is a move that does a lot of damage. The negative part of Kaioken Assault is it doesn't do the bulk of the damage until the very end. As you guys saw right there, when it was at 4 hits, it had 2,800 damage. When it finishes off with 5,200. So the last 2 hits alone do about 3,600 damage by themselves, which really don't usually land all the time due to the fact that your opponent's getting stamina back in that process of being knocked away back and forth. But the thing that makes this a very, very good move, regardless if your opponent uses stamina or not, if they do decide to use their stamina, you can easily evade no matter what. Like, people will see that as a wide open attack, and in reality, you can just back out and use it as a bait out. A lot of people use Kaioken Assault to bait people to use their stamina because they're not going to get hit, they're not going to get punished by using it and getting their opponent into it. So that's why I have Kaioken Assault coming in at number 5 with a tie. If it did more guaranteed damage, it would definitely be higher on this list. Now, let's talk about Divine Retribution. The reason I have Divine Retribution at number 5 is because it doesn't do the most damage. Like, it has 2 uses. It has its Key Blast version, even though the Strike user does more damage with both. It has the Key Blast version and the Blade version of the move. Now, again, the reason it's not higher is because it doesn't do as much damage. But it can also be used as a move to bait out stamina, because when people see the Blade version of Divine Retribution like this, they like to use their stamina a lot. And if they use their stamina when they're at the top of the map like that and you're going down, of course they're going to stay at the top and you're going to be at the bottom because Divine Retribution drags you down. By doing that, you're basically baiting your opponent out to use his stamina. Now, Divine Retribution also has a guaranteed way of landing its hit, and that's by using the Key Blast version. You can use the Key Blast version on a knockaway or a knockdown attack. Now, on a knockaway, it's not always going to land, but you can always guarantee that it will land off of a knockdown attack just like this. Just like that, guys, it'll always land all day, every day. So that's why I have these 2 at a tie for number 5. Alright, moving on to number 4, guys. Coming in at number 4, we have Burning Slash. Now, there's a couple reasons I really like this move. It does 2,858 damage total, which isn't the best, but it's a decent amount of damage, probably average for strike skills right there. But the reason I really love this move, guys, is for one, if you do it mid-combo, it's instantaneous. As you guys see, there's no animation. If you do it away from your opponent, there's that animation. But if you use it mid-combo, it is instantaneous. It's faster than your punch. Let's just say that. So you can always use this move mid-combo without any worries. And it also basically locks your opponent in. Once they get hit by it, they cannot use their stamina to get out. So you're basically guaranteeing yourself almost 3,000 damage when you hit your opponent with this move. So again, that's why I really like Burning Slash, because not only is it instantaneous when you're mid-combo, but also your opponent cannot get out of it with their stamina once they are caught in it. And then I just really love that animation. Like, who does not love the move Burning Slash from Dragon Ball Z? Like, this was probably one of the most favorited moves in the anime at the time when it was showed with Trunks. Everybody thought that was one of the dopest scenes ever when he sliced up Frieza and hit him with the burning slash. Really wish they made this into an ultimate move as opposed to a super, but I still really like the move in Xenoverse 2. That's why I got it coming in at number 4. Alright, coming in at number 3, guys, we got the infamous Gigantic Omega. Now, this has been a top 5 or at least top 10 strike skill in Xenoverse 1 and 2. The reason I have it as a top 5 skill in Xenoverse 2, because as you guys see, it doesn't do the most damage. It does 1,907, but if you do get that extra hit, it does 2,383 damage. But it doesn't do the most damage, but the reason again that I have it at number 3 is because you can continue your combo with this move and do a lot of things. Like, you can use the Gigantic Omega, go catch your opponent, knock him away, hit him with a quick Savage Strike. You can do many things like that and keep the combo going. Gigantic Omega is a combo extender in Xenoverse 2. That's why I have it at number 3, guys, because there's so many things you can do with it, so many flashy combos you can put together with super attacks with Gigantic Omega. So that is why I have it coming in at number 3. Again, it doesn't do the most damage, but the way you can continue your attacks with that move makes it a very good and useful move in my opinion. That's why you see it a lot online. And again, this has been an OG move. This was a top 5 or a top 10 strike skill, definitely in Xenoverse 1 as well. Alright, so now we're moving on to number 2, and at this point in the thing, you gotta understand, again, it's not all about damage, guys. It's about the disrespect. It's about how cool the moves look, how cool the animation is, things like that when it comes to this number 2 spot. So at number 2, without further ado, again, I've been rhyming lately, I don't know what it is, but we got Savage Strike coming in at number 2, guys. And again, this is not a move that does the most damage in the game, but it is a very useful skill. You can use it basically in any way. You can use it off a knockaway, knockdown attack. You can try and catch your opponent off guard with it, and it does have 2 different variations. It has a variation that does 1,907 damage, and then has a variation that does 2,384 damage. So again, it doesn't do the most damage in the world, but there are so many uses for it. And also with this move, kind of like Gigantic Omega, it is a combo extender. Right after you hit with Savage Strike, you can instantly charge in at your opponent and get him into another combo just like I did right there. Now, don't be one of those people that abuse it and continue, like, just keep this going like you see I could do right here. I can literally keep this going all day until Trunks dies. Do not be one of those people that just abuse it like that, but due to the fact that it has so much disrespect, it is such a dope looking animation, and it does about average damage for strike skills. I have to put it at number 2 because you can combo it. You can extend your combo with this move as well. It's not only one of the most disrespectful and coolest looking moves in the game, you can also extend your combo with this move as well. So that is definitely why it comes in at number 2 for me. I really love this move ever since it came out. Like, I've been saying this since day 1 when it came out. This move's name literally fits it so well because it's just so that's just so savage right there. That's all I can say. Alright, now moving on to the number 1 spot, guys. This is a move that I feel should be obvious for those who have watched me for a long time, even though I haven't played with my CACs that much like I used to at the beginning of my channel, but still, this is a move that I have on all my presets of every single character, whether they are key based or a strike based build. I have this move on there. So that is one of the main reasons why I have it coming in at number 1, and that is Sledgehammer. Now, Sledgehammer basically speaks for itself on how OP this move is. Everybody knows that Sledgehammer is definitely a top skill in this game. Whether it's not on their number 1 in their list, it's definitely top 5 on their list without a doubt. Sledgehammer, again, is by far one of the best moves in this game without a doubt. There's so many things you can do with it. For example, it barely ever happens, but say your opponent does try and block it, you will break their stamina. I just wanted to point that out real quick for those who don't know that. But you will break their stamina if your opponent does try and block a fully charged Sledgehammer, just like I did right there with Trunks. But guys, the other thing is the move does pretty damn good damage. As you see, a fully charged Sledgehammer did 3,400 or 3,338 damage right there. And it is the best stamina break starter in the game, period, in my opinion. Like, you can do so many things if you break your opponent's stamina with this, as I'm about to show you guys right here. Instantly, right after Trunks' stamina is broken, he has a bar of stamina back, and I've already done 3,400 damage due to Sledgehammer. Like I said, Sledgehammer is by far the best stamina break combo starter in this game, and it's not just by itself. You can also use other moves with Sledgehammer immediately afterwards to do even more damage in your stamina break combo, like, for example, right here. Right after Sledgehammer used a cross-arm dive, Trunks has gotten back 2.5 bars of stamina by the time my cross-arm dive finished, and I've already done almost 6,500 damage without being Super Saiyan 3 and not having a Super Soul active that would boost my strike skills even more. So that is why Sledgehammer is definitely my #1 skill on this list, guys, because again, whether I am strike based or key based, I have this move on my preset, and I suggest you guys do the same. Whether you are a strike based build or a key based build, I suggest you having Sledgehammer on your preset, because again, move is insanely OP, by far the best stamina break combo starter in the game without a doubt. Like, it does so much damage, it's so instant afterwards, and you can use moves like cross-arm dive to do insane damage with it immediately within like 2 seconds. So that is why I have Sledgehammer at #1 in my list. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now again, guys, I know a lot of you really enjoyed the top 5 key super video that I did. So I had to come with the top 5 strike super, and of course my list changed from my first video to this one. But let me know down below what your top 5 is like. Let me know if your top 5 is similar to mine, if it's different, if you have some of the moves I have, or if you have none of the moves, which I highly doubt. If somebody has Sledgehammer not in their top 5 strike super skills, we got an issue there, because again, the move is absolutely OP. But let me know what you guys' top 5 strike super list in the game would be for Xenoverse 2. And I will have a top 5 key ultimate and a top 5 strike ultimate list for you guys coming soon, since you guys really seem to enjoy these type of videos. So stay tuned for that as well. But again, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day. Peace, y'all.